Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSI YouTube channel for episode number 8 of the Glory Hunter Career Motive here on FC26 at Crystal Palace. We are coming to the end of the January transfer window fast, and we will be looking at some players rather sharpish as well. First things first, let's have a little look at the standings before we kickstart today's 5 episodes. Currently 4th on the table, played 22, won 12, drawn 6, lost 4, 42 points, just 4 behind Liverpool. And we're away off Arsenal and Manchester City, who lead the way. We have got a nice 6-point cushion back to Chelsea and Manchester United, who are below us. So things are looking pretty rosy from that point of view. If we can get a Champions League spot this season, that would be absolutely sensational. Burnley, Brentford and Wolves, the sides at the bottom. The 5 games today that we'll play, as always, we'll play 3, simulate 2 of them. Look as follows. Chelsea first. That is an absolutely massive game. We could go 9 points clear of Chelsea with a win against them. The January transfer window will then slam shut. It's then Forest away, Brighton away, Burnley at home, for Sheffield United in the FA Cup. 4th round, they are your fixtures for today, but I think I probably need some signings. Unfortunately, I think it's going to have to be some loan signings. Welcome to a wet, dreary Selhurst Park. We said we were going to sign some players. I've got a rather long shortlist, and absolutely nobody from the shortlist wanted to come on loan. And that's not an exaggeration. I must have tried 20 players. None of them wanted to come. We've only got £4 million, so I simply don't have the money to sign anyone. So unfortunately, there is going to be a very, very quiet January transfer window, and we have a serious lack of players for depth. And we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. And make do with what we've got. We're going to have to do against Chelsea in, not a must-win, but a huge, huge game at Selhurst Park. That starts with Sarn. Cooper Miners, sorry, Wharton down the right-hand side. Hasn't really got any options on, and we'll just reset this to Munoz, who will go to Cooper Miners, who will go to Curtis Jones. It's a weak pass, and Mateta couldn't get there either. Mitchell, can he find the run of Munoz? Does find the run of Munoz, and Munoz can potentially drive himself into the box here. Munoz can get into the box. Can he stretch Jean-Philippe Mateta? No. Mateta's positioning wasn't great. The first real sign we've got behind Chelsea. Cooper Miners now goes back. Again, it's going to be one of those games where we might not have much of the ball. We may have to suck up a lot of it, but Chelsea are so good defensively, and Pedro comes away with the ball, and again, we just cannot break this Chelsea back line down. Again, down this left-hand side. Can't get across, falls back to Enzo. It's Palmer. This is dangerous for Chelsea. Enzo has a shot. Oh, God, and luckily, Buonanotte can't quite react quick enough. And we can now clear and find Pino, and Pino is there. Pino can drive. He has got a bit of pace. He's got Reece James for company. Going to look for Mitchell on the overlap. Finds Mitchell on the overlap. Mitchell can now drive into the box. No real options on again. We're going to go back. Pino. I can't find Cooper Miners. Caicedo's there. Chelsea are bossing this defensive game. Corner for Chelsea late in this first half. A first half that has brought absolutely nothing of joy to either side. Enzo on the edge of the box. Referee, please just blow your whistle. How long are we playing? We didn't even add anything, ref. We're still playing. We're still playing. We're still playing. We won't be playing now. Referee will blow his whistle. A dull, dreary first half of football. It reflects the weather at Selhurst Park. Again, the only thing we can hope is Chelsea are going to have to come out. Chelsea need the win more than we do. We would absolutely settle for a point. At the break, it is 0-0. Down the right-hand side. Can he find Ishmael Sarr? He can find Ishmael Sarr. And Ishmael Sarr can use his pace. Ishmael Sarr can use his pace. Can he find Mateta? Does find Mateta. Mateta shoots. Oh, my God, he's rattled the bar. Chance again. Ishmael Sarr. Oh, that was the chance. That is the best opportunity of the game so far, and it was wonderful football from Ishmael Sarr, and it was nearly brilliant from Jean-Philippe Mateta, but he just couldn't convert. Buonanotte for Chelsea, down the right-hand side. First time they've really threatened in this half, and they might get a chance here through Endo Fernandez. Dean Henderson, what a save. First time he's really been called into action, and it is a big moment to keep the scorelines level. Both sides trying to win this game. Chelsea need it more than we do. We said that at the end of the first half. They are the ones chasing us, and Curtis Jones is now through the middle. Can he find Jean-Philippe Mateta? He can find Jean-Philippe Mateta. Mateta's in and shoots, but it's going to be another big save from Providel. It is going to be a corner. Can we create anything here as Chelsea makes some substitutes? Adam Wharton is going to whip the ball into the box and try and find the head of Mark Gay here at the front post. Can't find the head of Mark Gay. Chelsea pump the ball clear. Tariq Mitchell, how's your touch? Sublime. Can we reset? Can we go again? Can we come forward again with the ball? Yeremy Pino now on the ball. Finds Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners finds Wharton. Wharton finds Mateta. Mateta's onside, is he? No, he just strays offside. We are knocking at the door very quietly, but we are knocking. Mitchell to Pino. Pino's got the pace. Pino's got the pace. Pino driving into the box. Can he take the ball back to Eddie Nketiah? No, he can't. Just question if Jean-Philippe Mateta's there. Is that a different outcome? It may well be. Last minute of the game. Hato coming forward for Chelsea. How many minutes added on? Just the one. Munoz wins the ball. That should be all she wrote. It is all she wrote. We'll take the point. We will take the point. It's not the worst point at home we will get this season. It keeps Chelsea 6 behind us. Gives Manchester... What the hell is Enzo Maresca wearing on his jacket? What is going on there? That is hideous. But, yeah, it's not the worst result. And we'll take the point every day of the week. Player who we might be able to get on loan is Nwaneri from Arsenal. Not getting a bit of game time. There seems to be a glitch where I have Crystal Palace badges all over my jacket and I look like an absolute cretin. What in the world is that? Hopefully that doesn't put off the contract negotiations. We just want a short-term deal to the end of the season, please. That's all we want. How we want to split the wages. We'll propose 50-50. How would you like to do that? They want 60-40. We'll accept that. Nwaneri, hopefully, if he accepts that, will come in and we can forget about that god-awful hoodie that we've got on. Nwaneri is through the door and our loan signing in bloody hoodie is still there. This man's got a full tracksuit on. This is an absolute disgrace. I don't know what's gone on in this game. But our backroom staff look absolutely horrendous. But Nwaneri is going to be in on loan. We've got a bit of depth finally out wide. Mark Gay does sign a pre-contract with Benfica. We knew he was going to go. That's no surprise at all. But Nwaneri is in on loan. That is a good bit of business. So we will simulate the game against Nottingham Forest. We are pretty much at full strength. Everyone is where they should be. We've got Nwaneri on the bench. So hopefully we can get the evening kickoff victory against Nottingham Forest and keep the momentum going. It's a 1-1 draw, back-to-back draws in the Premier League. Ismaili Sarr gets the equaliser on the 77th minute. We'll still keep the unbeaten run going. It's another point on the board. Welcome to Brighton then for this M25 derby or whatever it's bloody called. We had to play this one. We couldn't simulate this one. And again, we really need to bounce back with a win. I think we'll also simulate the next game. And I was tempted to take the risk of simulating the FA Cup game, but it would just be nice just to ensure that we do progress in the FA Cup because, of course, it's a competition we want to win. It's a competition we want to defend as the current holders of the FA Cup. Chance for Brighton to potentially create something here. Kostoulis. Hansel-Wood. Kostoulis again. Trying to just find a pocket of space. Mark Gay's there. Gets the blocking. Will be a corner. First corner of the game. Goes the way of the home side. Ismaili Sarr booked for a bit of a crunching tackle earlier. We'll have a look back at it now. There's the Derby Day tackle. Have that Matoma. Now he's got to be sensible for the rest of the game, of course. As the ball goes into the box, Mark Gay should be there to clear. Is there to clear. And Curtis Jones can potentially look to counter-attack now. Curtis Jones, you may have to go alone here, my friend, because you've got absolutely nobody with you and you haven't got the most pace in the world, but Curtis Jones is making the most of it. Going to go inside to Jean-Philippe Mateta. It breaks down. That is absolutely dreadful from us. We are not playing well at the minute. Come on, Jean-Philippe Mateta finds Pino. Pino finds Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones on the edge of the box by himself, and it's just wide of the top right-hand corner. Expected of effort. It's our best chance of the game so far. We need to try and create a few more opportunities like that. Pino into Jones. Can Jones find Pino again? Can find Pino again. Can Pino find Mateta? It does find Mateta. Mateta, first touch is really good, but Tapasoba is stronger in that moment. And again, just nothing happening for us. The game is so flat. This is like the Chelsea game. I expected it in the Chelsea game. Did not expect it in this Brighton game. We need a bit of a spark. We may make some substitutions early in the second half when it comes, because feel like we need something in this game because Brighton are coming forward again here. Mark Gay can't get the tackle. And Tyreek Mitchell's going to try and get across now. Stops the ball coming in. Does stop the ball coming in. Brilliant from Tyreek. Second half underway. Probably the worst performance of the season so far. Just literally that one effort from Curtis Jones was all we created. It just looks so flat all of a sudden. In the previous episodes, we've looked really good going forward, but I don't know whether people like Mark Gay now leaving the club, obviously they're still here now, but whether that's just ruffled a few feathers and it's just knocks our confidence a touch because we just don't look like the side we were in the last sort of 10 games or so. Wharton, can he make something happen? Finds Jean-Philippe Mateta. Mateta's first touch is good. His second touch is good. His third, his fourth is absolutely dreadful. And just as he was about to pull the trigger, Jean-Philippe Mateta can't keep the ball under control. And that just about summarises this lacklustre performance that we have seen so far. We said we might make substitutions early. We have. Nwaneri has come on the right. We've moved Ismaili Sarr over to the other side just to try something a bit different and try and see if we can make something happen. But Nwaneri comes on for his full debut in a Crystal Palace shirt. Here is Ismaili Sarr down that left-hand side. 66 minutes on the clock. And Ismaili Sarr has got an absolute abundance of pace to work into. Is it going to be managerial genius to change him to the left-hand side? It is! Jean-Philippe Mateta finally breaks the deadlock. And the decision to bring Nwaneri on the right, put Ismaili Sarr on the left, has paid off. We get him behind. Ismaili Sarr's got too much pace. And finally we have a bit of luck. Finally we have a bit of class. And finally we take the lead. Brighton 0, Crystal Palace 1. Nwaneri picks up the ball now after his high press. And Nwaneri now will cut back inside. Looks for Ismaili Sarr. This could be absolutely genius. If he goes and scores here, this is absolutely genius. You never doubt this, gaffer. This is why we are managing in the Premier League. It is a touch of genius. And Nwaneri and Ismaili Sarr linking up. And it is 2-0. Game, set and match. And Brighton have absolutely crumbled in the derby. Tony down the left-hand side puts the ball into the box of Cruz there to block it. Weifert goes all the way back. And Brighton just trying to see if they can create something. See if they can spark a life into this game. The answer is no, because we will come away from the ball. Cooper Miners is there. Nwaneri's there. And Nwaneri is in on goal potentially. And Nwaneri on his full debut for Crystal Palace makes it 3. Moment of the season, substitution of the season right here, ladies and gentlemen. Nwaneri in his first appearance for Crystal Palace not only assists a goal, but scores a goal. Absolutely sensational. A second half performance to remember. All 3 points. We needed something to happen in the second half, and finally it did. That substitution is a big brain move, and we are going to take all 3 points. It didn't look likely at half-time, I must admit, because as I said, it was one of the most dreary first-half performances you will see this season, but a sensational second-half performance, a sensational debut from Ethan Nwaneri. Can I get my words out? And all 3 points in the derby, back to winning ways. Thank you very much. And we will simulate this game against Burnley, and it is a risk. They are down at 18th. They picked up a little bit of form recently, but I want to play the FA Cup game. We will go unchanged. We will not change the side. It's a 2-2 draw. It's really not good. That is the second time we've drawn against Burnley this season. Ismaili Sarr opened the scoring on 5-4. Burnley got one back. We actually went 2-1 down, and then Nketiah got one on the 89th minute to save a point for Crystal Palace. We have another dilemma. Leave of absence. Cooper Miners needs to take a day off for personal matter. He apologises for this. We will give him the time off. He has deserved the time off. We will not reject that. We have only got Sheffield United in the FA Cup. But we should have enough, hopefully, to get across the line. It will mean that we will need to ring the changes. And, of course, I do want to rest some players. Nwaneri can come on for his full debut. And Nketiah up top. We'll put Curtis Jones as the cam. Okay, let me change that first then. Put Curtis Jones in the cam, and then we'll play Hughes and Jefferson Lerma, and we will rest Mark Gay for this one. Chalobah can start, and that will be the lineup we will go. In fact, no, we'll make one more change. We'll put Junior on the left-hand side as well. That is going to be the side. So a rotated squad, but still should have enough to win this one. Fourth round of the FA Cup then is underway. We just need a steady, composed victory here, a steady, composed performance, and our title defence will continue. We have rested the squad. We've brought on some players, but we've got some players that have got some class, so I'm not worried too much about the players we brought in, that is for sure. Junior now does really well to dispossess his man. Cuts inside. Eddie Nketiah's there, turns his man. No, he doesn't. Good from Godfrey at centre-half. Sheffield United have got some experienced players in their squad. There will not be no mugs, that is for sure. Also at Sheffield United as they come down. Burrows down the far left-hand side. We'll put the ball into the box. Can Curtis Jones get there? Does get there. And Nketiah win the ball, does win the ball. Now we've potentially got a chance to counter-attack as Emerson Jr. is going to ping this out wide to Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri can now just try and run forward. He has got the pace. Can he cut inside? No, he can't. Nketiah try and run that ball down. Can we put the press on Godfrey? No, does really well. Again, we're just not having that much luck on the counter-attack and using Nwaneri's pace quite to full effect. But we've got another chance here as Sheffield United make a mistake. Nketiah's through. Nketiah on goal. Brilliant from Tanganga. Emerson Jr. now. Down the wing, finds Jones. Jones on the edge of the box. Jones can potentially get a shot away now. Good save from Cooper. First big opportunity goes our way. First big save of the game goes Sheffield United's way as the ball comes into the box now. And we'll try and find the head of Chalobah, but that's going to be over the top of the bar. Jefferson Lerma now. Jefferson Lerma can go potentially go alone. Jefferson Lerma, what a goal this would be! It's absolutely sensational from Jefferson Lerma. That is a wonderful, wonderful finish from that man. Had a bit of a burst of pace. I thought for a second the touch got away from him. And as he knocks it around the man here, there. Second touch is brilliant. Thought he maybe get blocked away. It doesn't into the top corner. We lead at Bramall Lane. Jones, Emerson Jr. down the left-hand side, looking to come forward again. Not looking to let off anything. It's Jefferson Lerma, the man who scored the first goal. Can he find Ranieri? Ranieri will be pushed to outside. We'll cut inside now. Ethan Ranieri on his favoured left foot. Doesn't quite win the ball. Goes again, though, on that foot. Oh, again, blocked. Corner. 41 minutes gone. Can we get something from here? Be looking for Chalobah again at that front post, I am sure. This time it's actually going to go to Chalobah again. And it just creeps wide. Another opportunity goes missing, but we are picking on for the second here, that's for sure. I think so key that we get a second goal in this game. The one thing we don't want is Sheffield United getting back into it. We do not want extra time. I don't have the legs or the depth for extra time when we've got so many important Premier League games coming up and some European games coming up as well. Knockout European games at that. So eager to get the second goal and push on. Chance for Sheffield United. My blaster. Davis. Jefferson Lerma just trying to hunt down his man. Don't foul him there. Don't give him away a free kick. Burrows. Good little passage of play here for Sheffield United as the ball goes into the box. There's a chance here, and Henderson, thankfully for us, is right place, right time. But that is a danger sign. Ketty just trying to hold the ball up here and look for the run. Now does find the run of Edmondson Jr. And Ketty will ask for the ball back, gets the ball back. It's Hughes. Lerma. Jones. Can Jones turn? Can he get into a pocket space? No. I tell you what, Sheffield United defended absolutely brilliantly. I haven't checked the championship table to see how they're getting on, but they are doing so well in this game and giving us a really tough fight. I know we're not at full strength, but I thought we were going to say that to score, but they are defensively absolutely rock solid. Chance for Sheffield United to come forward, put something into the box. Can the crew get there? He can get there. Can we now counter-attack? Ranieri is making the run. Ranieri has made the run, but it's not quite going to be good enough. We do win the ball. Referee surely is holding him on. Referee doesn't give anything. Doesn't even play the advantage. How is that not a foul, referee? He's literally stopped him from running through on goal, and he doesn't even play an advantage. The PGMOL, shake your head. A couple of minutes to go. Can we just get the ball back and kill this game? And Sheffield United have been so impressive. I have been really, really impressed by what I've seen from Sheffield United. We have just had that one bit of class from Jefferson Lerma that is going to be the difference, I think. And they can hold their heads high because they have put in an absolutely brilliant performance. We haven't been at our best. It doesn't matter, though. We are going to be into the fifth round of the FA Cup. A 1-0 win away from home. Sometimes you've got to grind out those wins. It's got to be gritty. We get the job done. Send the away fans back home happy and into the hat for the next round. Another episode done and dusted. We didn't pick up much ground in the league. Too many draws. Arsenal now lead the way. And they have a game in hand. They're 3 points clear of Manchester City, who are in second. 68 plays 65. It's then Liverpool on 58. We're on 48. With 10 points adrift to third. We are 1 point ahead of Chelsea. We do have a game in hand, which is the important factor. So we could be 4 points clear. We're still 4 points clear of Manchester United with a game in hand. So we're still in a good position despite those draws. Just a couple of the draws were disappointing, especially the one against Burnley, who are still down there, but they have picked up some wins. Brentford now find themselves bottom of the table on 17, Leeds on 18, Burnley on 19, Wolves just outside on 20. Fixtures for episode number 9, which will come your way on Monday next week. Wolves at home, Manchester United away. Manchester United away, huge game. It's then Tottenham away in the league before Brighton at home in the Cup. We play Brighton for the third time this season, looking to get the triple and 3 wins over them. And then Leeds at home, Manchester City at the Etihad. So some big games coming your way. As always, if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Would really appreciate it. Get yourself down in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you next week for the Monday, Thursday regular uploads for episode 9 and 10.